Chicago Bears camp practice number 8. Luther Burden went crazy. Pads were back on for the third time in 4 days, and it was the longest practice of the year. Ben Johnson said he wants to find out who is here to thrive in training camp and become the king of the mountain. As the Bears coaching staff put the roster to the test today, after a lighter practice yesterday, today marked the longest and most grueling session of camp. I want to break down everything you guys need to know. Let's go ahead and get right into it. First things first, I forgot to list the guys who did not practice yesterday. Braxton Jones, Jonah Jackson, Ricky Stromberg, and Bill Murray all had the days off yesterday. Braxton is rested in 2 of the last 5 practices, and that might be a sign that his conditioning isn't quite 100% yet. It was Ryan Bates who got the first team reps at right guard in place of Jonah Jackson. Today's practice, we pretty much had full attendance. The guys who were out today were Jonah Jackson, who is considered day-to-day right now with a leg injury, and Ricky Stromberg, who suffered a concussion. Meanwhile, in today's practice, long snapper Scott Daly was carted off the field, and rookie Deion Hankins also left practice early. The 3 players that have been missing from camp are Jalen Johnson, Shamar Turner, and Zay Frazier. We still don't have any updates on Frazier. Coach said again he's dealing with a personal issue, and we're working through it. But a day 3 pick missing the first week plus of training camp is not how any rookie wants to get their career started. Definitely something to worry about. We did get a slightly concerning update about Jalen Johnson today as well. He's pretty much been ruled out for all of training camp at this point, and the goal is to have him back by week 1. But that is not a certainty at this point. Ben Johnson made it seem like there are definitely concerns that JJ will be ready to go against Minnesota. He said there is a scenario where JJ will be ready to go week 1. That did not inspire much confidence in me. It sounds to me like there's a good chance JJ is not going to be ready to go when the season starts. To me, that is worrisome. I'll talk more about the defense later in this video, but now let's talk about today's practice. Luther Burden was on fire today. He started out the practice hot, cooking multiple corners in the one-on-one period and catching deep TD passes from both Caleb Williams and Tyson Bagent to get the day started. He really stood out in the 1v1 drills, but even more impressive is he continued his momentum once we got into the team portion as well. He had a great route where he beat Tyreek Stevenson for a catch over the middle of the field, a contested grab, and a nice throw by Caleb. But then he was with the second team as well, and he got open multiple times for Tyson Bagent, and he made another big catch with Jonathan Owens all over him. Luther was easily the player of the day today. He made some highlight reel catches, and he's really showing off with just 3 days of practice under his belt. He has been the talk of camp every day that he stepped onto the field. Simply put, he looked awesome today. When it comes to Caleb Williams, he had some more big-time throws in the team portion as well. He was pressured by Montez Sweat on one play, and he would roll out and hit Olamide Zaccheaus 40-plus yards downfield with a laser of a throw, really showing off how explosive this offense can be. Interestingly enough, this was one of those design pressures you could tell watching the replay that Darnell Wright did not try to block Montez Sweat. He just kind of guided him around for a free pressure. Caleb would then step up and hit DJ Moore with a dime down the middle of the field, and later he connected on a deep pass to Rome Odunze as well. This play was a free play where Caleb got someone on the defense to jump off sides, heads up play, and a big-time throw. He also hit Miles Boykin for a nice connection later in practice as well. Caleb really had another great day. Something else that was noted is that Ben Johnson managed to get DJ Moore lined up against TJ Edwards for a big gain as well. A definite mismatch there, and that's something that Ben Johnson is trying to do. As he continues to give the defense some creative looks, he's used Colston Loveland all over the field. DJ Moore is lined up at all three receiver positions and got some reps in the backfield. Cole Kmet is lined up out wide as an X receiver. DeAndre Swift is lined up out wide, and we've seen numerous 12-man personnel utilizing both of our tight ends. I, for one, cannot wait to see what Ben Johnson cooks up this year. But this was Caleb's fourth straight practice where he really showed improvements, and you could see him just continuing to get better and better. This was probably, again, his best practice of the year. He just looks a lot more comfortable than he did last year in camp. And today was by far his best day throwing the deep ball. He connected with Luther Burden, Olamide Zaccheaus, Rome Odunze, and DJ Moore for some big time bombs down the field. The accuracy and touch on his passes were on point. There was one delay a game penalty today and two bad snaps, but on both of those snaps, Caleb was able to pick up the ball and not take a sack either time, showcasing his proficiency to get the ball out quicker this year, something you can definitely see when you watch practices. Ben Johnson talked about how excited he is with Caleb's growth already. He said that Caleb is really taken to this coaching style, and he's already exceeding the expectations that these coaches put on him early on. Today's practice was the longest, most grueling of the entire camp, and it's going to be followed by a day off tomorrow. But now let's go ahead and talk about the left tackle update. Braxton Jones was back after having an off day yesterday, and he was running with the first team at left tackle for the majority of the day. These guys continue to rotate, but today it looked like Braxton Jones got the most reps with the starters. We have two padded practices this weekend, and we should learn a lot more. But right now, it seems to me like Ozzie is in the lead, and then Braxton is coming in second, with Karan Amagaji kind of falling out of the rotation a bit. He simply has not gotten as many reps these last two practices, and he's spending more time with the second string. Now, that could definitely change with two more padded practices coming up, and then followed by joint practices and a preseason game next week. But right now, this is where things stand at the left tackle position. Elsewhere on offense, Tyson Bagent is back with the second team, and he had a great day, making multiple big-time throws to none other than Luther Burden. At running back, both Kyle Monangai and Roschon Johnson are having great camps, but Ian Wheeler has struggled at times, and he's gotten a lot of unwanted attention from Coach Eric Bieniemy. Right now, the RB2 battle seems to be between rookie Kyle Monangai and Roschon Johnson. We also have a battle for the backup guard job as well, a battle between Ryan Bates, Luke Newman, Bill Murray, and others, with Bates and Murray seeming to be in the lead. The backup center job is wide open as well. Ryan Bates might be the front runner, but he's competing with Ricky Stromberg, Doug Kramer, and Luke Newman. That job will probably be determined by preseason action. On to the defensive side of the ball, where Kyler Gordon continues having a great camp. He has been moving all around this defense, and he broke up multiple passes today. He was joined at cornerback by Tyreek Stevenson and Nahshon Wright, both competing for the cornerback 2 job. But with the news coming out about JJ potentially not being ready to go, it's possible that Nahshon Wright and Tyreek Stevenson could be our starting corners for week 1 or the first few weeks of the season. Something to monitor going forward. Luckily enough, we do have some depth at the position, as a couple of other corners have looked really good in camp, both Terrell Smith and Josh Blackwell as well. On top of that, today, newcomer Trey Flowers stood out in practice with multiple pass breakups. He's a savvy and physical veteran that has a chance to make this team. Caleb Williams did throw one interception today. As the Bears attempted to go for it on a 4th down play, Caleb was under pressure and picked off by Jaquan Brisker, who continues having a big camp. Rookie Ruben Hippolyte had his best practice of the year, running mostly with the second string, but he got some reps with the starters as well. He was flying around on defense and broke up a couple of passes today. I also noted that Deo Odangbo had a few good reps, and Gervon Dexter also exploded into the backfield on a couple of occasions. He looks really comfortable playing next to Grady Jarrett. Jervon played nose tackle at Florida, and after the Bears drafted him, remember that Eberflus would swap his positions. He did that with both Pickens and Dexter, but Dennis Allen has put both of these guys back at the spots they played in college. Dexter seems really comfortable, but Pickens hasn't stood out yet. He will get plenty of chances in preseason action. That's it for camp. We're wrapping up practice today. It was the third padded practice at camp and the third in the last 4 days as well. Tomorrow is a day off of practice, and then the Bears will come back Saturday and Sunday for two more padded practices. Saturday should be a bit of a lighter practice, with Sunday being at Soldier Field, and the intensity should ramp up even more. The story of today was Caleb Williams and Luther Burden both going off and having their best practices at camp. I am so pumped that football is back. Please let me know in the comments what you guys are most excited to see. As always, I appreciate everyone that watches. Please hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.